One unusual morning in the Enchanted Forest, Kiko, Timo, and Mimi sat listlessly under a shady tree. Their basket was empty. There were no berries, apples, or bananas as usual. They had been struggling to find fruit for 3 days. Fruit trees were plentiful at the edge of the forest. They had heard from an owl that humans had begun cutting down trees on the edge of the forest to make buildings. They were worried about starvation someday. They decided to find out for themselves and plan a solution. The 3 of them decided to investigate the edge of the forest. They did so quietly, hiding behind a bush. They saw heavy equipment digging in the ground from a distance and large trees falling one by one. They wanted to learn how humans cultivate their food. By observing human gardens from a distance, they snuck into a small village at night. They saw one of the yards full of potted fruit plants, tomatoes, strawberries, even mini watermelons. They routinely observed over several days at different times what humans did to their plants to ensure they thrived and bore fruit. The next day, they gathered with the other animals in the Rimbun field. Kiko told them to plant gardens in several strategic locations. They were planting fruit in the Enchanted Forest for their food security. They shared the tasks enthusiastically, collecting seeds from viable fruit, and even building a watering system from hollow bamboo. However, not everything went according to plan. Some plants wilted. It hadn't rained for a week. They lost their enthusiasm, but they convinced themselves that this was a challenge worth overcoming. They improved the water collection and irrigation systems for the plants. Days, weeks, and months passed. The Enchanted Forest garden began to bear fruit. They continued to enthusiastically prepare their shelter and irrigation. Small fruits emerged from the fruit trees they had planted. They were happy and grateful together. They held a small fruit feast. No one was greedy. Everyone ate enough. They continued to adapt and develop their own gardening and irrigation systems in several areas of the Enchanted Forest. They looked at their small garden. They had adapted to human gardening methods, using discarded pots as a model for controlling the fertility of their plants. And together, they were able to solve the food shortage in the Enchanted Forest.